Next, here on BBC World Service, it's the Friday documentary. In this first of 2 episodes, our boxing correspondent Mike Costello travels to the Philippines. That'll be for a rare opportunity to meet with a world champion boxer, Manny Pacquiao.
Fighting out of the red corner, from Sarangani Province, Philippines, pound for pound, the best fighter in the world, Manny
The Filipino boxer Manny Pacquiao is the world's greatest fighter and one of the best there's ever been.
In boxing history, no man has done what he has. For him to go from one weight division to another without losing his speed, bringing up his power from one class to another, it's just amazing.
Following his recent victory over a much bigger opponent, the Mexican Antonio Margarito, Pacquiao now holds the all-time record of winning world titles in 8 weight divisions.
Manny Pacquiao is the best fighter, greatest boxer of all time.
In his homeland of the Philippines, he's revered like no other. At the age of 31, he's hailed as a national hero, a true icon of the people.
I'm just praying for his success because his success is my success, is every Filipino success. And mabuhay Manny Pacquiao, I'm praying for you. And more than that, we love you.
I'm Mike Costello, boxing correspondent for the BBC World Service. I'm heading to the Philippines with the hope of meeting this sporting great face to face. His story is an amazing real-life fairy tale, a journey from poverty to prosperity on a scale which is rare even in boxing.
He's the male Cinderella. I mean, the ugly duckling who's wearing diamonds around his neck.
But I'm also travelling to the Philippines with the intention of taking the pulse of a colourful and complex nation where 40% of the population lives in poverty, where politics has a reputation of being corrupt, and the majority of the people are devout Catholics. So where does Manny Pacquiao fit into the Philippines? What does he mean to the people? And what impact does he have on this country? It's just after 2:30 on a Saturday afternoon in October, and I've just arrived at Manila International Airport. Manila, the capital of the Philippines, a population of 92 million in total. And you can hear the rain beating down on the tarmac on the road just in front of me here. I'm about to set off into Manila itself. Manila incorporated in a region called Luzon, which also includes Baguio City, where Manny Pacquiao has set up camp. Well, after my stormy welcome in this tropical region, I've got up to a sunny, hot and humid Sunday in Manila, and I'm going to do what the majority of the Filipino population do on this day every week. This is a striking scene. I've never seen anything like this at a church. There are 7 or 8 entrances and people are queuing 8 and 9 deep, most of them with umbrellas to shield them from the early morning heat here. You can hear the songs and the addresses beaming out from the church.
Amen. Tapos na po ating misa, humayo tayo at dalhin si Jesus sa mundo.
The Basilica of the Black Nazarene Church in Quiapo City, which is part of Metro Manila, is an important church for Catholics in the Philippines. They believe that the statue of Jesus Christ here has miracle healing properties. And it's also here where Pacquiao, a devout and practicing Catholic, attends Mass after every one of his big fights.
There are thousands of people. It is a huge picture here. But in one reflection, we are seeing how important Catholicism is to this country. Religious fervour here on a scale that I've never seen before anywhere else in the world. Why is your faith so important to you?
Faith is really important to us, and that's where we draw our strength.
Kasi yung anak ko kasi
My son is a minor epileptic. Thanks to my faith, he's better now.
So you feel there's somebody always by your side?
Guiding me in my family.
If it's that important to them that in their everyday lives they need, if you like, this force with them or behind them, then you can understand that Manny Pacquiao, as he makes his way to the ring, feels that same kind of strength, that he's not going into the ring alone.
We have a very profound Catholic culture. I mean, the Philippines is described as a society that spent 450 years in the convent and then 50 years in Hollywood.
Professor Alex Magno is a charismatic Filipino political scientist, and as I talk to him about the country, he explains how Spanish invasion brought Catholicism to the Philippines, and also how 50 years of American occupation created a unique blend.
Catholicism as popular culture, that's what we have. People who have themselves nailed to the cross on Good Friday, or who self-flagellate, strange, schizophrenic, neurotic. We're devout, but at the same time we expect to be constantly entertained. We were under American rule for only 50 years. The only real influence they had on the popular culture was movies. So I have these layers. We expect the leader to be a patron saint and a guardian angel and an entertainer from Hollywood. Part of Manny Pacquiao's appeal is that he kneels down in prayer before every fight. I mean, you have this sort of demonstrated spirituality that is expected.
Can you tell me how important it is to the country when he's fighting?
Na-excite lang ako kasi lumalaban siya.
I get excited whenever he has fights because he brings honor to the country.
And when he boxes in the United States, it's Sunday here, lunchtime. Do people still come to church or do they stay at home and watch him at home?
Nanonood na rin, inaabangan na rin.
Everyone's watching. Everyone is glued to the TV when he has fights. He has a strong appeal. He's a hero in this country. He brought honor to the country.
Winnie Monsod is an economist and popular Filipino broadcaster.
Manny Pacquiao is extremely popular. When he boxes, the whole world stops. We're all rooting for this person. We're all praying that he wins. It's not just rooting, but we're, like clamoring on the gates of heaven, please, this guy is our guy.
It's October and Manny's in deep preparation ahead of the fight with the Mexican Antonio Margarito. It's a fight he eventually went on to win. And for me, the prospect of meeting up with him face to face is exciting for sure, but also slightly daunting because of his status. Training is taking place at a gym in Baguio City, high up in the mountains of northern Luzon. It's a stormy 5-hour drive up here as this area has just been hit by a super typhoon. And because of that, for a long time there was doubt as to whether we'd make it to the gym at all. Walking into the gym, there are young lads working on the speedballs, on the punch bags. At one end is a championship-sized ring, and that's where Pacquiao's training team are gathering with their kit bags, their mitts and pads and all sorts of bits and pieces of equipment. And at the moment, there's only one man missing.
Manny Pacquiao has just walked into the gym. He's here just a few feet away. He's sitting on a chair. He's undoing a band of sticky tape as he starts to wrap his hands with bandages which will protect his hands during sessions on the bags and the sparring sessions that are to come today. As he came into the ring, suddenly there was a hubbub, this kind of hum and a buzz around the place. Clearly something had happened, someone had happened, and that was Manny Pacquiao. How much of a burden do you find the expectation of the whole country here? We've been travelling around and everybody says that the Philippines comes to a standstill when you're fighting. Does that weigh heavily on your shoulders as you walk to the ring?
I have a great responsibility. Millions of people are expecting to my victory in every fight. I'm lucky every fight.
And people say you reflect the Filipino spirit. You embody the Filipino spirit. What would you say is special about people in this country?
I love the Filipino people, and I'm doing this not only for myself, for my family, but also I'm doing this because of the honor of our country and the honor of the Filipino people.
This is a man approaching the peak of physical fitness. He's furiously working the pads. He looks just buoyant, and there's a smile on his face, even a cheeky moment to play the role of ring announcer introducing himself.
Defending 2 fights, 4
What about once the bell rings, Manny? What's your mindset?
When I heard the bell ring, focus to the fight, my focus is to the style of my opponent.
Do you feel any kind of fear or concern?
My fear is if I forget to pray to God. That's my fear. But as long as I'm always praying to God and believe God, I don't have fear. I live my life like every day is the last.
Oh, nice shot by Manny Pacquiao, right hand to the face. And another one. Beautiful round from Manny Pacquiao.
I don't think we'll see another Manny Pacquiao emerge in the next 2 or 3 lifetimes. He's one in a million.
Commentating here on a Pacquiao fight is Joaquin Canito Henson, a Filipino sports journalist. He's followed the career of Pacquiao right from the very early days.
He's a very charismatic person. When he enters an arena, he fills it up with electricity. When he enters that ring, I almost think that his opponents have already half lost because of the aura that he exudes. I mean, this man, looking at him, is all confidence, all heart. Crowd is with him. So if you're his opponent, you're saying, gosh, I not only have to whip this guy, I have to whip the people behind him.
For Pacquiao in training just a month before the fight, this should be an edgy time in the gym. But here as I watch him training hard, he's laughing, he's smiling, he's even singing in the ring.
I'm just trying to get a picture of what emotions you're feeling as you go to the ring. We on the outside see you smiling, but are you really that calm?
I'm smiling because I'm happy, confident, and I believe the power of God.
But most fighters are almost scared at that stage.
Some fighters, but me, I 100% believe God, and no doubt in my heart that I cannot success on my fight because I believe God. What I have right now and what I achieve in life, that's from God. That's not from me. That's the blessing from God, and I always pray. I always give thank God for everything that He gave it to me.